I told you one of the most quoted statements in modern Jehovah's Witnesses history didn't come from a Watchtower publication. It came from a governing body member under oath. 2015, the Australian Royal Commission into Institutional Responses to Child Sexual Abuse was examining Jehovah's Witnesses' policies and procedure. One of the final witnesses called was Jeffrey Jackson, a member of the governing body. In questioning, counsel assisting the commission, Angus Stewart, asked a direct question. Do you see yourselves as Jehovah God's spokespeople on earth? Jeffrey Jackson responded, that, I think, would seem to be quite presumptuous to say that we are the only spokesperson that God is using. Let that sink in. Not an apostate, not a critic, not a former member, a current governing body member, under oath. Here's why that statement became such a significant moment. For decades, Jehovah's Witnesses publications have described the faithful and discreet slave and the governing body as Jehovah's channel of communication and the means through which spiritual direction is provided to God's people. When Angus Stewart asked if they viewed themselves as God's spokespersons on earth, many witnesses expected a simple yes. Instead, the answer was, it would seem quite presumptuous. It wasn't a courtroom gotcha moment. It wasn't edited. It wasn't taken out of context. It was a straightforward question followed by a straightforward answer. And that's why people are still talking about it more than a decade later. As a former elder, what struck me wasn't his answer, it was the contrast. Because millions of witnesses are taught to view direction from the governing body as coming through Jehovah's appointed channel. Yet when asked directly if they are God's spokespeople on earth, the answer wasn't what many expected. As a survivor, I think transparency matters, not because anyone should be told what to believe, but because people deserve to hear exactly what was said and decide for themselves what it means.